Some breaking news in connection with the SC's hearing on Waqf. This is the Supreme Court's interim order on the Waqf petitions. There were a batch of over 70 petitions. The Supreme Court is dictating its interim order, saying, and I quote, no changes to the existing Waqf Act, no new appointments to the Waqf Board. This is on connection with multiple petitions that had been filed in the top court, 72 to be precise, by multiple parties and organizations, including the AIMIM, the AIMPLB, essentially other political parties as well, including the TMC and the Congress, essentially citing that the changes to the Waqf Act, the Waqf Amendment Act 2025 particularly, were discriminatory to Muslims. Now, as far as the petitions are concerned, what they had cited was violation of religious freedom. They'd also cited undermining existing Waqf properties, saying that there were arbitrary criteria for Waqf creation, also dispute resolution powers, and violation of federal principles, also procedural irregularities. Now, in connection with this, the top court had been hearing the batch of over 70 petitions, and essentially the top court had raised multiple concerns yesterday in the hearing itself, saying that there are questions about earlier court decrees that had declared certain properties as Waqf by user, which might now become invalid. That was a concern over user-declared Waqf properties. There was also a second concern about the composition of the Waqf Council, where the court had noted that non-Muslims form the majority of the Waqf Council. That was what was in question. Also, another point that the Supreme Court had raised yesterday during the hearing was about disputed Waqf properties, about how there was a pending inquiry by the collector regarding a disputed Waqf property and whether it should be excluded from being treated as Waqf property. But in a big update, and this is the top court's interim order on Waqf petitions, where this is the interim order that is being dictated. Essentially, there are going to be no changes to existing Waqf, and there will be no new appointments to the Waqf Board. Now, we'll continue to track the developments here, but shifting focus now.